Okay, so this is a video response to the user Anghellik9. He posted a video response to one of my videos that I posted earlier, a while back actually. And unfortunately, this video response to your video Anghellik9 is about 2 weeks late because, as you mentioned in your video, someone did flag my channel, and so this response is about 2 weeks late. Sorry for the delay, that was not my fault. You asked me about National Socialism and why I chose it. I chose National Socialism because of the fact that I think that's how things need to be run. There's no big, grand, complicated answer. I know I chose my political views for the same reason any other Joe Schmo chooses their political views, because that's how they think things need to be run. It's that simple. You asked me what I thought about the end of World War II. Hey, it's a war. Someone's got to lose, right? About Hitler himself, you asked, hey, you look at his writings and his speeches, clearly he was a very smart man, you can't deny that. However, towards the end, he kind of lost his mind, couldn't keep shit together straight, so he kind of fucked himself over in the end on that one. You asked me about religion. I'm not going to answer any of the questions you had in here about religion, because to me, religion needs to be kept entirely separate from one's political views. Too often, people let their political views influence their religion, and vice versa. I think they need to be kept separate. So if you want to know about religion, ask me in a different video. I want to keep, the two separate. That's just because that's how I am. I keep the two separate. Okay, you also asked me what I think of all the other minorities. Well, I think everyone has their own right to live, and as for them all being wiped off the face of the planet, I don't think I quite agree with that. However, I do think that each race should be in a separate group. They should stay with their own race. Now, when I say this, I mean that take a look, at the towns, communities, neighborhoods, whatever you want to call them, throughout various places. Let's say in the U.S., for example, communities that are all black, they actually get along quite well with each other most of the time, because of the fact that it's, the blacks have their own entirely separate culture, and because they all come from that culture, they already understand it, and that's another point that they can relate to someone else with. It's something they have in common. Now, and it's the same thing for all the other communities that have same race only. They all get along much better. However, when you take a look at the communities that have a mixed race population, then that's where you start to notice that there's a lot of crime and violence happening, because regardless of what everyone says and wants to happen, race still is and probably always will be a major point of contention between people. Why? Well, you figure that one out, you let me know, but the fact is, it's always going to be a point, and there's really nothing you can do about it. You just got to deal with it. So, to answer your question, do I myself think I'm a racist? Well, let me ask you this. What do you define as racism? Or not racism, but what do you consider to be racist? Because if you consider someone who's proud to be white racist, well, then that must mean that everyone who's proud of who they are, as far as their culture and their heritage, they must be a racist. So if you're proud of anything that has to do with your family lineage, then clearly you're a racist. Because I've noticed that it's only white people who are called racists when they say white pride. But when a black, Asian, or any other ethnicity says, they're proud of who they are, well, they're not considered a racist. They're just saying, oh, they're expressing their cultural heritage. Well, how the fuck, please explain this to me, how the fuck is it racist when white people say white pride, but it's not racism when blacks, Asians, Hispanics, or any other ethnicity, says that they're proud of who they are? So, do I consider myself racist? No. Am I proud of who I am, where I come from, and what race I am? Yes, very proud of that fact. Everyone should be proud of the fact of who they are, where they come from. Alright? That's just how it is. So, to say that one group is a bunch of racist motherfuckers just because they're proud of where they come from, but everyone else isn't, even though they have the same thought pattern, completely hypocritical, double standard, doesn't make sense. I'm pretty sure, hopefully that answered all your questions. If I missed some, just remind me which ones I missed in your video response, and I'll try to address them. But like I said, anything that has to do with religion, that's completely another issue that I keep separate from politics, and to my understanding, you were trying to discuss primarily politics in this video. So, I look forward to your response, and yes, please don't flag my videos, because I would like to have a decent conversation with a competent person on YouTube for once.